Follow my Twitter, the link is in the description. I've made several videos about movies on this channel. I made 2 movie collection videos, only one of them was good. I ranked all the Karate Kid movies, and I talked about the Illumination movies. I even talked about the top 10 worst movies that I own on DVD. But this time, we're talking about my top 10 favorite movies. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say, let's get into it. Number 10. Top Gun. This is a really good movie. Saw it for the first time last year. I actually saw this the day before I saw Top Gun Maverick. We'll talk about that in a minute. So yeah, this movie's good. I think Maverick and Goose have a good friendship in this. My only problem with it is a lot of the romance scenes go on for way too long. Him talking to this girl. Yeah, it's a part of the plot and we need it, but sometimes it goes on for way too long. And they play the same 3 songs over and over. That might get annoying to some people. So yeah, it's a good movie. Definitely recommend this. And the second one, it's not better than the first. It's definitely filmed better. There's way more planes in it. But yeah, this is a good movie. Don't really have anything more to say about it. Just watch it. And number 9 is Red. This movie is really cool. If you're looking for a good action movie, this is it. You've got all these different actors in it. You got Bruce Willis, Morgan Freeman, all these other people. It's good, it's funny. It's every second of this movie you're gonna be entertained. Except for that one scene where it's just them talking, but that's still pretty funny. So yeah, not a lot to say about this. This is definitely the best part.
I never thought I'd say this again. I am getting the pig!
That dude is so happy to get his pig. So yeah, really good movie. I don't really know how to explain it. It's just a really good action movie. That's the only way I can explain it. Check this out. If you like Bruce Willis, you'll like it. If you like comedies, you'll like it. That's all I've got to say. At number 8, we got Ghostbusters. I really don't have anything to say about this. You all know Ghostbusters. Good movie, funny, and had good action, had pretty good effects. With that said, the terror dog looks like someone just bought an action figure and used it, but it's the 80s, so you can't be too mad. Still a great movie. So yeah. Number 7, Austin Powers International Man of Mystery. Yeah, this is another funny movie. The jokes are almost always good. It's they almost all land. The second one's pretty good too. The third one's reused jokes from the first and second. I'm gonna make a video about all the movies soon. This one's definitely my favorite. Highly recommend this. Well, this is kind of a movie that it kind of earned its PG-13. There's a lot of sex jokes in it. So if you're a little kid, you should probably wait a while before you watch this. Still good. One of the best New Line movies. And yeah, really funny. Alright, number 6, Toy Story. So this was the movie that I watched all the time when I was really little. My dad got home from work, and I'm not joking, I watched this movie every day. My dad was like, "You're still watching this?" So yeah, this is good, and it's Pixar's first movie, and yeah, in some scenes the animation looks weird, but it still holds up today. It's I don't know how they did it, but this is a great movie. Yeah, basically my entire childhood. So if you haven't seen this movie, definitely check it out, and definitely the best Pixar movie. I don't care what anyone says. Okay, number 5, Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark. This is a good movie. The only problem with it is the pacing's a little weird. I talked about it in my best and worst sequels video, or are sequels that bad? I don't know what it was called. But yeah, this was a good movie. It's just some scenes were really long. You know Harrison Ford was Han Solo? But in this movie, you don't see him as Han Solo, you see him as Indiana Jones. It's a good movie. It's got that opening scene that literally every movie is parodied, where it's the boulder. Definitely the best parody of that was UHF. If you haven't seen that movie, it's a great movie, but still. This movie's awesome. Check it out. Yeah, nothing else to say. Okay, number 4, The Mask. This is definitely my favorite Jim Carrey movie. Everyone always says Dumb and Dumber and The Truman Show are the best, but yeah, they're good movies, but I don't know, something about this is just the best. this was what put Jim Carrey on the map. Like, yeah, he did Ace Ventura before this, but this put Jim Carrey on the map and Cameron Diaz. And it was like one of the most, it's like the highest grossing comic book movie, like other than Batman. And yeah, a lot of people don't know this is based off a comic. If you're like a little kid, don't read the comic because it's very violent and bloody. But yeah, the movie's great. It's funny. I love Looney Tunes type humor in movies, so this is great. Also, another problem Jim Carrey movies have is like in Liar Liar, yeah, you know the character, but like you don't know his name. It's just Jim Carrey. It's that way in a lot of movies. In this, you actually like The Mask and you like Stanley Ipkiss too. It's like Jim Carrey said he didn't want people to be squirming in their seats saying "Get to the Mask" in the movie theaters. So both characters are great. Stanley is actually like a really good character, and you actually follow him and you want him to win. It's not like a stupid wiener character like other superhero movies like this. Yeah, good movie, definitely recommend. Alright, number 3, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? This movie is great. I love the like cartoon characters in the real world. And the fact that this movie is like, what, 45 years old, something like that, and it still hasn't been topped is insane. With like how you've had Space Jam and all this other stuff, and this is still the best one. Yeah, really good, really funny. There's also a lot of sex jokes in this too, but they're not that bad. The general consensus is, if you're like 10 and older, this is a good movie for you. Like if you're younger, it's fine. Judge Doom can be kind of scary. He's the villain. I'm not gonna spoil it for all you people who haven't seen it. But yeah, this is a great movie. Also, more Looney Tunes humor in a movie, so that's always great. Okay, number 2, Captain Underpants, the first epic movie. Okay, I know what you guys are thinking. How do you rank Captain Underpants as your second favorite movie? Because like when I saw this, I saw the trailer for this when I was younger, and I was like, what is that? That looks cool. And then I went to the library and I saw the books. I've talked about this a million times. I'm gonna try to make it fast. I read the books, I liked the movie, and I started making my own comics, and yeah, this movie inspired a lot. And I probably wouldn't have this YouTube channel if it weren't for this movie. George and Harold have a good friendship. Captain Underpants is funny. Poopy Pants is funny. He's the villain. So yeah, this movie's great, and now it's time for my number 1 favorite movie. You may be thinking to yourself, what is his favorite movie? What could it be? I'm so confused right now. Is cheese a fruit or a vegetable? Guess what? It's neither. My favorite movie is Son of the Mask. Oh yeah, dude, this movie's so good. I loved it like all the time I was watching it. The CGI and special effects were great. I loved it so much. I can't do this anymore. Son of the Mask sucks, and it might be the worst movie ever made. I'll talk about it in another video. If you couldn't tell by literally like thousands of posters back here, my favorite movie is Star Wars. When I say Star Wars, I mean the original trilogy, episode 4, 5, and 6. I like the prequels too, and the newer movies kind of suck. They're not as good. But the original trilogy, I couldn't figure out which one I liked the best, so I just put them all together. A lot of people are going to hate me for that, but whatever. Yeah, Star Wars is my favorite movie. If I had to pick one out of the original trilogy to be my favorite, it'd probably be Return of the Jedi. That's just me. But yeah, that's my top 10 favorite movies. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what your top 10 is in the comments.
This is pretty much the worst video ever made.